Hello everybody and welcome back to Vault Hunters. As always, I am Dor, and today we're going to go ahead and place in the last remaining vanilla farms that we're going to go ahead and set up until we get the modded stuff, so then we can go ahead and just automate it like that. This is just going to go ahead and buy us some time until we get those mods, and that way if we have any of this stuff pop up on the table, we can go ahead and head on over here and grab the stuff. So we're going to go ahead and set up a melon and a pumpkin farm. We're also going to go ahead and throw in a bamboo farm, a kelp farm, a sugarcane farm, and a cactus farm. The iron farm we're going to go ahead and set up in spawn because that should stay loaded to go ahead and continually generate iron for us, but we might not get to that today because I also want to go ahead and craft a few crystals today as well. So in these crates we should have everything we're going to need for today, at least for the farms that we're setting up over here. The iron farm stuff is over at the other base, the little shack thing. That's what's in those chests over there. We have a bunch of sandstone and stuff over there to go ahead and build that farm out. We don't have enough villagers to make multiple layers of that iron farm. If we do get around to it today, we only have enough for one layer at the moment, so we do need to set up a villager breeder at some point. But we are going to set up the bees here as well. I moved them over from our other base. We have the chorus flower. I don't know how to farm that exactly other than just planting this bit, I believe, on some endstone. So we're just going to go ahead and set up a little bit of that to go ahead and generate as well if we need that being generated here. We're also going to go ahead and have our nether wart, our carrots, and all that stuff being farmed over here as well. We're just going to do a normal little 9x9 thing to go ahead and harvest it like that. We're not going to completely automate it too much, really. So anyways, with these vanilla farms, we're pretty much just going to go ahead and skip over the building process here because, again, they're just vanilla farms. They're nothing too special here, so we're just going to go ahead and crack them out really quick. We're going to have the melon farm here, the pumpkin farm there, and then in this corner here, we're going to go ahead and have probably the sugarcane thing and the bamboo thing because they're both kind of the same type of build thing. And we will go ahead and probably end up throwing the cactus and stuff on the other side of the wall here. A lot of this is going to remain empty because I don't really know what else we can farm here. We might get lucky and have some of the flowers and stuff spawn here that we can go ahead and set up flower farms for in the future, but for right now we're not going to do that today. But let me go ahead and crack this stuff out really quick. Well, we have most of the farms in place at the moment. The only ones we don't currently have right now that I'm going to have to do in between episodes here is the sugarcane, the kelp, and the bamboo. Again, those aren't going to be super massive. They're just going to be a little bit of a piston pushing and breaking and farming that stuff up. We are going to go ahead and end up scooting this pumpkin one back by one because I don't like that it's past the wall here. That's my bad. I thought I spaced it out right, but I did not. And I also need to come back still and run the rails and stuff so we can actually have the pumpkin and the melon farm actually generating stuff instead of just sitting still like it is right now. But we have hemp here, we have potatoes, we have wheat. I have cactus going up. I should have a stack of cactus being generated, or a stack of cactus in place to be generating stuff. I don't think it's going to be generating too much, but it is generating nonetheless. And then we have our carrots, our beets. We have flax over here, which is nice because I can actually crouch on this and grow it, so that's why it's a full field right now. We have our nether wart over here as well, so that's nice. And then I have a few of the chorus tree things growing over here, so as we need them we can go ahead and harvest them. I just got to make sure that I actually silk touch the stuff so we can keep growing them and I don't have to go back to the end and grab more of these. But over here we have our flowers, so the two tall flowers we can actually bone meal. So what I have underneath these are just some observers that are going to be facing each other. If I flip that, it starts triggering the piston, although it starts lagging like crazy. We are going to go ahead and just feed these things bone meal. We have the other side over there. We have the chorus tree and the crimson trees growing, so we can go ahead and just turn a bunch of bone meal from those with the composters and stuff. So that's pretty much how we're going to be running these guys. And then this is also one of the little sweet berry things, which I don't know if it's going to be better to run it like this with bone meal, just growing it like that, because I can't crouch and grow it. So I figure this is going to be better, or we can go ahead and just get a bunch of it and just have a little field of it going. I'm not too sure just yet, but that is pretty much all of the vanilla stuff we are going to be growing. We do still have like the whole back side of this wall. Once we're done with the kelp stuff, it's not going to take up that much space. We're probably going to place it on this line here with this stuff. But we have pretty much the whole back stretch of the wall here to go ahead and place more vanilla stuff if we need to. Again, I don't think there's much else we can do in vanilla farms, so I'm going to probably just have a bunch of empty space back there. Anyways, we are back here at base. I want to see if we have enough stuff to make a few more crystals, because right now we only have 3 of them, or 4 of them if you want to count this one, but I don't want to run this one until we get a power bar. But we're going to see if we have enough stuff to make at least 3 more crystals today. So let's go ahead and see if we do. We need a bunch of kelp. which I didn't set that farm up, which is unfortunate. We need some charcoal, which I don't have any, so I need to go ahead and smelt up some lumber. We have the potato and we have the sand, so that's not an issue. All right, let's go ahead and dump all of the sand in here, so that can go ahead and complete that little thing on the table here. So there's that done. For right now, I'm going to actually just go to the ocean. There's a little bit of an ocean thing over there, or a little lake that's full of kelp. Maybe we can get the 57 from that, because I don't have 57 on me at the moment, and there's none in any of these chests at the base. But while we do that, let's go ahead and also throw a log into this thing to go ahead and start smelting down for the charcoal here. Cool, we got our kelp here, so let's go ahead and dump that on the table as well. That's another one down. And do we have 17 of this stuff smelted yet? No, we have 4 of them right now, so I need to wait until that's done. So let's go ahead and turn in the charcoal now. That's that done. So there's 1 extra crystal for us to go ahead and run on Monday. That's nice for us. And let's go ahead and see what the next one wants here. So we have the honeycomb. Oh, we don't actually have the honeycombs because I was only making the bottles. So I need to go get that. We have the rotten flesh, we have the gold, and we have the netherrack. So that's a really easy one for us to go ahead and complete. Well, luckily enough, we had a beehive at that village, so I just went back over there and grabbed our honeycombs from that. So let's go ahead and drop all this on the table. This should go ahead and complete it here in a second. So is that done? It is indeed. Sweet. Let's go ahead and get another crystal going. And let's go ahead and see what the next one wants here. That is all super durable. We have all of that in the chest. So let's grab our granite. It should be in this guy here. It is indeed. We are going to take all of that just in case we need it. We need another one of our poison potatoes. That's great news for us. Let's go ahead and dump all that on the table so far. So we need emerald, sugarcane. I don't know if we have 700 of this. We might get lucky and have that. We do not. We have 291 right now. Okay, so I do need to go grab some of this, which shouldn't be that big of an issue. It's all over the place in the mountains and stuff, so that's a quick grab. Let me grab my emeralds. We need 13 of you, and there we go with that. Let me grab my sugarcane as well. We do have a bunch of it over here on our little riverbank thing going on, so let's grab this. Was it 51? My game just froze up. Please don't crash on me. Cool. All right, let me grab this, and there goes the sugarcane. So now we just need 481 of the granite here, which I think might be on this mountain right behind our sugarcane. Let me go double check on that. We might have got lucky with a bunch of it right here, which we did indeed. Okay, so let's switch on over to this guy, and we're going to go ahead and harvest up a bunch of this. Well, that's all the granite in that deposit. We have 513 on us, so that's just enough to go ahead and complete the table here. So let's go ahead and dump it all on it. There we go. Cool. There's another crystal down. So now we should have 6 of them in the chest ready to go. Let me just double check that real quick. So I'm actually going to go ahead and make 1 more crystal here because the way my hard drive works, I don't have that much time to run through a ton of these, and I plan on recording the entire thing and then trying to make a little montage thing of it. So if I do 1 more, that gives us a little bit of leeway with my hard drive so I don't run out of space. So we're going to do this last one, and then that is it. So I didn't even pay attention to what we needed. We need 20 iron, 400 soul sand, 1 wither skull, and the peony things. So we actually have that set up. I just need to go bone meal the thing that we have set up. Everything else here we have in our chest. So let me grab all this. Oh, you know what? We don't actually have the soul sand. I thought I had a lot more than that. We only have 56 on us. So let's dump that there. Let's dump our wither skeleton. We need 20 iron, so let's do that, and then we can drop that on there as well. And now we just need to go bone meal that thing and find some more soul sand in the nether. Okay, well, this is the flour that we need, so I'm just going to dump a bunch of bone meal in there. There's not really any harm to it, I don't think. And let's go ahead and generate about a stack. We needed 57, I'm sure it was. I can't remember off the top of my head here, but we're just going to let this thing tick over. I might eventually maybe put some hopper. I can't put hoppers, can I? Because this is all going to lock it if I flip them. Maybe, yeah, maybe we just stand here and just collect them like this. It's not really that big of an issue. And there we go. I didn't realize I had 2 stacks already and a little bit over 2 stacks. But there we go. We have all the flowers we need for this final crystal. I need to go back into the end or the nether here so that I can actually find some... Why did I go back over here? I keep forgetting that the portal's on the other side of this wall. I keep coming back this way with it. I might also move this into this area somewhere because Right now, it really doesn't make all that much sense being out here anymore. Okay, well, we are going to go ahead and gather up as much soul sand as we can now that we are here. I also went ahead and made a little, like, step thing to the ceiling and put a waypoint where I think I can go ahead and punch a hole through the roof again with the TNT thing. So I'm going to try that in between episodes. I don't have the stuff with me, or I do it right now, but I really don't want to have to make this trip multiple times. This is the second time I had to come out here, and I don't like it. I have to keep, like, going into caves and stuff and coming back out. So I'm going to go ahead and just vein mine until my shovel is pretty much done for. I don't think we need this stuff, but I'm also going to grab it as well because that may eventually show up on the table as well here. You know what? While we are doing this, I should say thank you to the people that have told me how the mob spawning stuff works. I didn't realize it was a vanilla mechanic, not a modded mechanic, but all we got to do is get a spawn egg and put it into a mob spawner, which in the overworld, we only have one mob spawner discovered at the moment. It's a normal spider spawner over by our old base, our old little shack thing. So on the next couple of vault runs, when we get those little spawn eggs, we can actually combine those with a wither skull and then turn them into hostile mobs. So that's what we're going to try and do, see if we can get lucky with something that we can actually use or something that might be beneficial. Maybe like a pigman. If we get lucky and have that spawn in as a hostile mob egg, we can go ahead and just turn that spider spawner into a pigman spawner, and that way we have our gold stuff squared away, and that way we don't have to worry about gold being an issue anymore. Well, we ended up getting 640 of this soul sand, so let's go ahead and turn it into the table. I'm dropping the other soul sand stuff that's not going to count, but there we go. We completed this crystal as well. That is 4 crystals for today, so that's fine. I'm not going to do another one. Oh, I don't have the flowers in there. Oops, let me drop those on there as well, and that should be good. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this crystal over, or turn the thing to go ahead and pop the crystal out here. There we go. All right, and now we have 7 crystals to go ahead and run on Monday. So before we go ahead and wrap up today, I'm going to set up a villager breeder so that we can go ahead and get more of the brown coat dudes, because I can't seem to find any more. I keep finding like desert villages and the winter villages, so they have like different coats on. I just want them to all wear the same coat pretty much, so we're just going to go ahead and set these guys in motion. I'm going to need 2 of these guys out of here, and then for right now, we're just going to go ahead and build it right here in spawn. This should be a spawn chunk, so it should continually generate the villagers for us. We shouldn't have any issues with this, but we're going to have these guys go there, and then we can go ahead and just do this. This should keep them from coming out of there, I believe. And then all we got to do is go up 3 from that and plop a fence post here. That should be good, right? We might have to actually punch that one out and then cover these ones in half slabs. It's been a minute since I've built this thing, but we should be good doing this. Let me go grab some more half slabs, actually. So we're basically just building a normal villager breeder here. So that's where they're going to go ahead and stand on. If we go ahead and do this, that's going to lock them into this area. And is it on this layer we need the beds, or is it on that layer? I think it's on this layer, actually. So maybe we don't need the half slabs here. You know what? It's been a minute since I've done this, but I'm almost certain this needs to go up by 1 because there is supposed to be half slabs here. I'm almost certain of that. So let's do that instead, and then I can go ahead and break these guys back out. I should probably just go watch a tutorial on this. That should probably be better to go ahead and do, but we're going to go ahead and knock those out. We are going to place the half slabs back. Let me grab up my glass because I'm a bit of a hoarder, and let's see. We need to go ahead and push that up as well, and on this level is where the beds go. So we need that there. We need that one there. We need this one like that, and let's see. How do we do this? Let's go up a little bit and land on that bed if we can. And then we should be able to do that. There we go. So now we just need one more layer of glass that's going to lock these 2 people in here. I also need to put a roof over it because there can be lightning things that turn these guys into witches, I think. But now all we got to do is dump these 2 guys into this. This should allow us to start. That's not what I wanted that guy to do. Will the second one do the same? No. Okay, I may have messed up by placing him right on the fence post. That was my bad. Let's grab him back up. Man, this, whatever mod this is that lets you scoop these guys up is so nice. Let us dump this guy here as well. There we go. Now they're both there. I am going to build up let's do 3 because I'm going to have to come over here and manually feed these guys over and over again. And just to be safe, we're going to make this a nice little roof over them. So that should be good now. All we got to do is dump the carrots in, and they should... that fell all the way down. They should start breeding. This is 1.16, right? So this should be the way you do it, I believe. Let's see. They pick them up. They picked them up. I'm not going to see the particles anyways because I have all that stuff disabled. So if we have a little baby villager pop out down here, then we did something right. Okay, finally, we got this thing working. I did need to go ahead and rearrange it a little bit. I needed the beds 1 block higher, or half a block higher basically, so that we can go ahead and have them recognize the beds. But now they are indeed breeding. I went ahead and turned the particles back on just so I can see when they did indeed start working. But we should start generating some of the little baby dudes, and there's our first one right there. Cool. So this also might be a little too close for them to just continually spawn people. So as they generate people, I'm going to wait until they grow up, and then I'm just going to take them out of here and put them in a chest or something until we have enough villagers to go ahead and set up our iron farm somewhere down the line here. And with our villager breeder up and running, we are going to go ahead and call it an episode. Today we kind of did some stuff. We didn't really do too much. Today might be a bit of a shorter episode, in which case I'm sorry for that. But we did get a bunch of vanilla farms up and going. We got a couple more crystals built for Monday's episode, and we got this thing up and running so that we can go ahead and start our iron farm somewhere down the line. So that's great for us, but for today, that's going to go ahead and be it. So hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.